said no. He said the idea not gonna work. Small market. Y'all didn't give us some rap or what? Y'all ready to hear some motherfucking rap or what? Fast forward on the team that believe in what we're doing. Believe in your vision, they did the work. I want to shout out the sponsors. Shout out to J Majors, Connecticut Expo. Probably if you got an official barber, they probably know him. I don't care what state you in. If you're a barber official, they probably know him. He's in the back, and that's his logo in the back. So he sponsored. He was the one that was able to sponsor this and put this together. The other sponsor is Terminal 110. Some of y'all are familiar with this venue, but give it a round of applause for Terminal 110. My brother KB.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my brother KB helped put this thing together. Make sure y'all fuck with the vendors. The vendors in the building. You got 2 vendors to the side, but definitely show them love.
He do got some gas over there. I got some. I ain't gonna cap. I was smoking that shit already. The Candy Rocks or some shit like that.
So Esso, right now, there's with the Atlantic and all the label merges that's happening right now. A lot of people don't know why that's happening. I just got privy to it, a few more information that I ended up getting. What you know about the current state right now and what's going on with these labels, man? Like, independent artists, is it still worth them getting signed to a label?
I mean, they actually trying to shut y'all out, kinda. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that y'all made so much money to yourselves. It's a collective of what it took away from the majors, and that's what they're looking at. You know what I'm saying? So with the streaming the way it is, it's like you make more money streaming if you're not with a major, in case people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? When you're with a major, they actually take 79% of your streaming basically off top. You know what I'm saying? And then although you think that you're not paying the major, they invested into Spotify and Rap Caviar and all these different things that you think you're putting your music up on, and you think that they're not involved and you're not making them money, but you're actually still making them money in the long term. You know
right. And again, is it still a thing where rappers or artists should just look to get signed? Is that still a thing?
I mean, they're trying to make it a thing again. Because if you don't, it's going to be hard to get your streams up. It's going to be hard to get your shit promoted on the DSPs that been making the independent niggas so fire without them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That, like, y'all really got to pay attention to the business, how they're trying to buy everybody's publishing. And everybody's selling their catalog and all that shit. And I'm home saying, why the fuck are they doing this shit? You know what I'm saying? But nobody's even thinking about it. Nobody's paying attention to what they're actually doing. You know what I'm saying? And now you're finding out they're partners with the DSPs. I've been told people this shit. I told y'all this shit like 2.5 years ago and nobody believed me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I've been trying to tell people and explain to them the business of music, that's how you're gonna get ahead. Nobody wants to fuck with you if you don't got no motion. And there's many ways to get motion. Before people even knew me, I was selling merch.
Right.
Merch was what was taking the Bag Fuel name around. I was selling sweatshirts. I was selling T-shirts and shit like that, hats and all different types of shit. And then people would see it and I would ask them to take a picture in it and then I would post it.
Right.
And then people would see it's cool that other niggas that's rocking fly shit is rocking my shit.
Right.
And then they would see the name of my show and then they would follow the name of my show, right? So then I would take my money and promote on the gram. I always tell people to invest into yourself. Right. Then I would make flyers when nobody else is making flyers and I would put them shits out myself in my own hood. Although I didn't live in Southside Jamaica no more.
Right.
I went back to Southside Jamaica because that was my foundation, and I put flyers on cars.
Right.
When I was on Math Show and niggas couldn't believe it, nigga videotaped me putting the flyer on niggas' cars. You know what I'm saying? And I had this fur coat on just like this, putting the flyers out. You know what I'm saying? But you got to put the work in and you got to create your motion.
Right.
And when people see you, then anybody's going to try to buy into your shit. You might find an investor that got money out here. Niggas got money, believe that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got to know what to do with the money.
Right.
That's what the labels are kind of scared of. You figure out how to do with the money. You go get you a radio guy. You go get you a branding and a marketing nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you go to the fucking clubs your own self and you go build your own relationship with the club DJs and you get your own street team. All this shit don't cost a lot of money. Niggas think it costs a lot of money. Niggas be scared for real. So niggas be putting they shit up thinking they shit gonna stick to the wall and thinking some label, somebody's gonna swoop down and somebody's gonna find me. Nobody's coming to find you, bro.
No help ain't coming.
Nobody's coming to help you. You know what I'm saying?
So I know what you're getting at now is a lot of rappers and a lot of artists, I don't want y'all to get caught in the idea of your talent alone is gonna get you there. It used to be like that. Talent getting you there used to be like that. Now things are a little more interesting where, like he said, you got to do a little bit more, strategic marketing is what he was trying to tell y'all.
Do a lot more.
Yeah, you got to, merch. You got to, tie your brand with other stuff that's going on. Obviously, keep the fire going, create fire content, and we're in the social media world too. So it's a lot more to do with than just your talent. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably where you're getting at. And I think that's what independent artists at this point in the industry need to understand. Like, as he said, don't look for the help. Don't look for a label to come and try to do the work for you. Yeah.
Nobody is coming to save you. And I want to really tell y'all that y'all got to understand y'all going to have to spend some money. Independent niggas, for some reason, y'all think y'all just going to ask people for shit and y'all shit hot, my nigga. Y'all niggas got to spend some fucking money. And regardless if it's scary or not, it takes a lot of money to work a record and do all this shit. I'm not saying work a record, but you're going to have to spend some money. There ain't platforms like this shit here that if you fly, you got bars, he going to let you on. You can't get on my shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, niggas got to pay me for my shit. You know what I'm saying? And niggas got to pay niggas for most people's shit. They just not going to tell you.
Right.
They just don't hit you back. They expect you to know. So when you're in their DM and you just saying, hey, yo, big bro, let's work. Let's do all this shit. Nobody gives a fuck about that, my nigga. When niggas say, hey, yo, what it costs to get on here? What's the budget? What this shit like? I respond to that, my nigga. Because in order to do what we doing, the other side of what y'all got to see is that it costs money to get the location. It costs money to get the cameraman. It costs money to put my gas and tolls to come meet you and film you and put you on my shit. So you asking me to pay for your shit for your career. And that's what I'm not doing. That's what nobody's doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So in order to, when you say that you want to get paid for your services, you want to come on these platforms because you want to get known, it's because you want to make money. You want to feed your family.
Right.
That's the same thing we're doing. I'm just not a rapper or a singer.
Right.
But I'm doing the same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And I'm promoting the same way. You know what I mean? When I first started out, I went viral a couple times, and I'm not going to say the radio personality, but the radio personality came and she called me by my real name and she said, Randy, she said, you got a great voice, really, but you got to market yourself like a rapper. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, I don't want to be a rapper. And I went home, I tell people the story, I went home for 3 months straight and I smoked bud for 90 days and thought about what the fuck she was talking about because I knew I couldn't go back to her and ask her.
So what the fuck is going on?
And I said, all right, do what rappers do. And I looked at the landscape of what niggas was doing. And I'm telling y'all this because this is what you independent artists got to do. I'm independent. So I looked at the landscape and saw what niggas was doing. I said, oh, none of these niggas is doing what I'm doing. So what am I gonna do to make myself stand out? What the fuck do rappers do? I said, oh, rappers host parties. So I started calling on my label niggas, yo, let me host your shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Rappers do pop-up shops. Mm-hmm. I saw Migos doing pop-up shops. They was doing major pop-up shops. I said, I'm going to do fucking pop-up shops. Mm-hmm. I see niggas selling clothes. I'm going to design a capsule. I'm going to sell capsules. Mm-hmm. I'm going to try to get on the radio. I got a voice for the radio. Mm-hmm. Fuck that. I'm going to go be on the radio too. So instead of me putting my record on the radio, I wanted my voice on the radio.
You put yourself on the radio.
You feel what I'm saying? So I had to figure out rappers work out. Rappers got to be looking good, right? So I said, yo, let me get in the gym. Right. Let me start doing my push-ups. Let me lift my weights. Let me start playing ball again. Mm-hmm. Let me get a hairdresser instead of letting my girl braid my hair. Shit got to be right. You got to pay for your shit. And if you think niggas is going to pay you. So I'm just telling all y'all, a lot of y'all don't believe in that. And I tell this nigga, he'll tell you, I'll be like, yo, bro, you fucking bugging. Don't I tell you that?
All the time.
I'll be like, because you gonna give niggas the wrong idea. Don't I tell you that?
He's like, yo, you letting niggas up there for free, nigga? You should be charging these niggas
if
like
I
crazy.
Put a nigga on this bitch, I'm charging. Trust me.
And you know what's interesting about that is, and y'all gotta understand how much that should be appreciated. You know, I can't sit up here and tell y'all how much y'all should appreciate that until y'all really see the climate. No doubt.
Thank you, AB. Thank you, AB.
Yo, a couple of months back, he was like, fuck out of here. You fucking it up for us. So it's you know, the way we operate with the show, you know, again, it's not y'all in the room because y'all here. The reason why y'all here is because y'all appreciate what this brand is doing. For the people that's not here and the people that still don't get it yet, the appreciation for what we doing, it ain't gonna hit them. It'll hit later when everything makes sense. By the way, we got a huge announcement for y'all next year. If you've been fucking with us, we got some shit for y'all next year. If the industry think they gonna bounce us out with this real shit we doing, we got some shit for y'all. But anyway.
And it's gonna be free.
It ain't gonna be no. It's a little bit different, but I hope y'all do understand what he just said. Most of the platforms, I probably would say like 99.9 platforms in this industry, you got to pay to play. Even the radio, that was the conversation recently on the radio, right?
I'm not gonna get into the radio.
Nah, you got to
because everybody kills me about this shit, and I'm on the radio now. So I gotta keep it really gentle. The paying thing that I spoke of, because I went super duper viral off of this shit, right? The paying thing that the labels told me to explain to the people was, it's not just about radio campaigns. There's one thing is called a radio campaign. Mm-hmm. That's how it's done. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The other way is where you can just do it. You can just go pay the DJ at the club. That's what I'm talking about. You get with a promoter. If there's a promoter here and say they doing a Sexy Red show, you pay the promoter or you get in cahoots with the promoter to get on that show. That's how you get your content. That's how you get your clout. You make sure you fill that venue with the people. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay for travel. You got to be in all the right places where people is at. You got to pay for your hotels once you get there. You got to pay for the meals. You got to pay for the rent-a-car. And it's like these are 6 to 10 destinations yearly that you have to pay for, let alone taking a car and putting it on the road and going to see every DJ at every radio station around the country. One time I spent 31 days in California recording and going to every single radio station from the tip of California to the bottom. Right. Because you got to see those people 31 days and give them their time and do dinners with them and go to after parties and perform for them for free and do all these different type of things so you can get market exposure. It's about market exposure. And I think that y'all be, you know, this net got niggas fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You got to be fucking with your foundation really, really, really hard. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you hear me, niggas know I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens. Right. I make that known. Yes, I'm a New York nigga, but that's where I'm from. And I feed on that, and I feed those peoples. In Queens, although niggas fuck with me everywhere, in Queens, I'm a god in Queens, and I wanted that. That's my foundation. That's where I walk the streets at. So I said, I'm going to start there. Right. And then I said, yo, if I can get New York City, it's 23 million niggas in New York City. I'm going to focus on New York City. And I would tell Heineken that, fuck everywhere else.
Right.
Once I get New York City, then I'm extend, because Jersey is right next to us. Right. So naturally, I'm going to get Jersey if I'm fucking killing New York City. Right. And then right after that, we know we always come to Connecticut and Boston, and we go down to Philadelphia. Right. Now, I am blessed with certain relationships, like my best friend, my big brother, Cosmic Kev, is the biggest nigga in Philly. Gotcha. And pause as far as being a DJ.
Shout out to Kev.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he want to talk to y'all too.
No, that's the homie.
he want to talk to y'all too. Yeah, but y'all gotta have strategy, man. Y'all gotta have plan, man. Y'all like, and I'm not saying y'all specifically. I'm just talking about the independent people that's doing it.
I'm saying y'all because y'all in the room and y'all could get whatever idea you get from tonight's conversation. I hope you get something out of it, because the idea is I want every artist that's in this room to succeed. I want y'all brands to take off. I want y'all to make the most of this shit, man. You didn't drive out here and wait and spend that time, put that gas and that money wherever you coming from tonight. You didn't do that for no reason. You did that for a reason. And I want y'all to take whatever y'all can get from this conversation and do something with it. Because you can't just sit around anymore and think your talent is gonna take you there. You gotta do 10 times that. You gotta figure out, if you want this shit to work, you gotta 10 times what you're doing. Just look at everything you're doing and 10 times it.
And what does success mean to you is the biggest thing. Some people just wanna be local and be recognized for their talent. Right. You know what I'm saying? What does it mean to you? Like, me and my partner Heineken, he wanted to be recognized. Right. I want to be number one. So we on the same journey, but with a different purpose. Mm-hmm. I'm here. I travel for Christmas. Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck. If it's something to do, if it's money to be made, if it's a crowd to see me, I said, yo, it's an opportunity for me to put my vibe out in Connecticut. Let me feel the temperature. Let me see what's really fucking going on, because everybody calls me from here and all that. So what a better way to actually spend my time and come down here and fuck with niggas out here.
And that means a lot, because all the people that we was trying to get to come down here as well, they spending time with his family. He could have been spending time with his family. He could have been in the city, but so he took the time to come out here. So you could tell, again, that's part of the grind. That tells me everything I needed to know about him. But he's been like that for a while, and that's why, our relationship is where it is. And again, I think that's the other key, right? You alluding to it a little bit in your conversation, but networking and being able to connect with the right people and building that relationship, right? Like right now, sorry to do this to you, but what? He should not walk out of here without all y'all trying to get his number, because he's in. Because right now he's one of the. Because right now he's one of the representatives that's in the industry. He's connected, but when you see these type of opportunities, these type of moments, those are what I'm talking about. You gotta be able to see your relationship and build on that, because there's people in places that you have no clue. But it's all about being able to network. And every month, like I was telling y'all before, I'm gonna try to do this once a month where I bring somebody down that could give them game.
I want to jump in here too. Like, when you networking and you building a relationship, a lot of times y'all reach out to people and always tell them what they can do for you and what you're going to do for them after they do something for you. You need something that you need to bring to the table as well, more than just your talent. Right. And I don't know what that is.
Figure it out.
But when people come to me and say, yo, can you work with me? It's like, I manage myself. I'm working on myself.
Right.
So you need somebody that's going to dedicate their time to who you are and who you want to grow and make that money off of you. Right. But even when you get a relationship, it takes time to cultivate that relationship. Right. People think because you get a phone number, you get a response from DM, you building a relationship. Right. Nah, you just having a conversation, my nigga. Niggas have conversations because they thinking you're smart enough to offer them some money for some services or something. Right. They're just not gonna tell you. I'm the only nigga in my DM like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? Like, you got bread or what? What we talking about? Right. You know what I'm saying? And then they get mad at me. So I understand why people don't do it, because niggas get mad at the truth. Right. And y'all niggas gotta understand, y'all can't get mad at the truth. Niggas still call me and tear me up all the time and tell me what the fuck I'm doing wrong and how I shouldn't have said this and how I came off as a nigga and I shouldn't be doing nigga shit no more and blase, blase, blah. Niggas tell me that shit all the time. and I work on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still saying nigga, duh, but I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? But yet and still, you got to understand that. You got to understand how these people are fucking looking at you.
Right.
And I'm going to say this one thing because I don't know where we're going to go before I got to jump off the mic. But I'm not telling y'all that y'all got to understand everything about the business. I'm saying leave your mind open.
Right.
Most of the creatives just don't leave their mind open to business. They just be like, I'm going to get a manager. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. That's fine. But leave your mind open to learning. Every step of the way when people is doing things, see what they're doing. Listen to what they're doing. Find out why they're doing that. And then that's going to lead you to your business. Another way to find out about your business is you work with an established lawyer. He'll explain shit to you. If he sees dollar signs in you and you're really talented, he'll take time and he'll be like, this is what this is, this is what that is. And they'll lead you to managers and to labels. There's many ways to get in the game than just do another rapper or rapping and throwing shit up on the wall. You gotta be a little more strategic and put time into coming to the city. If that's where the labels are, if the Grammys is going on, if I have to go to the Grammys to see people, then that means y'all gotta go to the Grammys to see people. I tell people this all the time. If the niggas above you go harder than you, you fucked up. And I'm telling you, the niggas above me is going hard as a motherfucker in the paint, nigga. They do not want to let y'all niggas in. The niggas is making millions of dollars, nigga. Shit that y'all can't even imagine. They don't even look like it. All right? So understand that.
So I know you gotta bounce. You gotta hit the highway, get back to New York. I say 3 questions before we wrap up.
Of course.
And you built Bag Fuel up. You and Heineken built Bag Fuel up to get to a point that it is right now. And Bars I-95, we're going through our struggles and our hurdles too that the industry is presenting and the social media and the world of hip hop is presenting. What challenges did you face launching Bag Fuel, and how did you overcome them?
Oh, well, the biggest challenge was when we wasn't on My Expert Opinion. That was the biggest thing because people didn't know that I've been on relationship shows prior, and they didn't know all the work that Heineken did, and they didn't know we had Bag Fuel prior to the show. We had just launched it, and people saw us. Like I said, the radio personality saw us because we went viral really, really fast. And I was on a relationship show going viral crazy. I had a big female following before this hip hop shit because I didn't know people cared about the business. I swear to God. You know what I'm saying? So when we went over there and he stopped calling us, it was looked at and put out there as if we walked away and we wanted to start our own thing. That was a big problem that we had to face because when niggas is not as hot as the entity that you come from, niggas try to shy away from you and they don't fuck with you. But I had relationships within the business that they was like, yo, we not even gonna let that go down. You know what I'm saying? So that was a big hurdle. It's still a problem. People don't understand, like, when you on a show and you take a show to a new plateau, they don't understand what you bring to the table. That was a big problem. Nobody cared that somebody went from 250 something subscribers to 709 in the 9 months that I was there. Shit was never done before. So
that shit ain't sweet, nigga.
That shit was never done before. Almost getting 500,000 subscribers in 9 months. You know what I'm saying? And then you off it, and then niggas is getting BET and awards and shit, and niggas like, yo, where you at? Right. And why you not doing your shit? And we're filming at that time, struggling to get our point across. You know what I'm saying? So when you got that kind of stain on you and people don't know what's up, because when you dealing with this social media shit, it's all subjective. Shit don't be truth, my niggas. And if you pay attention, like, niggas don't want to hear the truth. Niggas want to hear the drama and shit. That's what make the computer move. And when you don't do what makes the computer move, which is dead set against what I do do clickbait. I don't do sensationalizing. I do information. Period.
Facts.
So when you do that type of shit, it just takes a longer time to get to where you gotta go. So my thing, I would just say, stay consistent. It's still back to the plan. When we broke off, we were doing 8 episodes a month because we had to kill niggas. We was dropping on Monday and Friday, nigga. Killing ourselves, nigga. And then finally, when we got to like 50,000 subs, I said, yo, we can drop once a week now and shit. And let the shit build up and do more, like, not more better, do better content instead of a bunch of content.
We did the same. We did the same thing because it starts out with quantity, but what we try to do was quality with quantity. You know, you want to be able to get as much content out there as possible in this podcast world, and when you get to a certain point, you then pull back to be able to, now you strategically drop everything one by one. So I definitely understand what you're talking about. How can up and coming artists leverage platforms like Bag Fuel?
Well, I had Joe Budden on the show, and I'm saying this because I used to tell people this, and I've actually brought this to the landscape. I'm guilty of this, and I would be like, y'all gotta pay me. That's what niggas gotta do. So when I had Joe on the show, being that people used to kill me about this all the time, I said, being Joe is the king of organic. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? I said, if you were a brand new pod and you were starting that right now, Joe, he said, I would pay. Because the landscape is so cluttered right now, what's gonna make you stand alone? Like, I don't hide my prices with shit. Like, I charge $2,000, $2,500 to be on somebody's platform. I done monetize 97 platforms in the last 13 months. So if I'm monetizing you, that's worth its weight in gold right there. You know what I'm saying? And people were taken back by what's going on. It's about how you use it. Are you just gonna use it for a show? Are you gonna use it for clips on TikTok and on Instagram? Are you gonna use the BTS? Do you have a website? What are you doing with the content of having me talk to you and be next to you for this time? Are you gonna do it at a live show? Are you gonna charge niggas to come in? Are you gonna, like your man did the show at in New York when y'all did the shit and he performed and had people out? It's all about how you creatively cultivate what you got going on. It's about how you promote it. Y'all have to promote shit in advance. People want to drop promotion thinking niggas are going to come out for them in 2 weeks and nobody knows you. Right. You have to promote that motherfucker. Team up with niggas. I'm a big team up motherfucker. Facts. This is what I talked to him about. I've been known to bring niggas together. If you pay me for a promo marketing run, you might pay me $5,000, but I'm paying the other niggas.
And he know all the niggas y'all trying to reach. He knows all of them niggas.
I fuck with all of them.
All of them niggas.
And when people pay me, they give you a cheaper price. So it's better for you to come through me because I created the network that y'all don't even know about. I've been trying to make him a part of my network, but he won't charge niggas. So he can't be so AB can't be a part of my network because he don't charge niggas. You know what I'm saying?
We part of each other's network in a different way.
Yeah, but we are, because he supports me and I come up here and I support him. That's another way to help out. Like if I'm doing a pop-up shop, niggas don't think about this. This is so simple. Niggas want to get free shit from you, right? But I sell merch online that be $100. Mm-hmm. Nobody thinks to go buy the merch and say, yo, bro, I bought your merch. I support you. Right. What can you at least do for me? Right. Niggas be approaching you with nothing. I got a cookbook, $25, nigga. Gonna help you lose weight, a vegan cookbook. Niggas don't think to go buy the cookbook and say, I supported you, my nigga. You want support, independence. Right. You have to give it as well. Right. Straight up.
Learn strategic marketing. If you don't know about it, learn strategic marketing. It's super important for the climate of the industry right now. So, we could talk all day up here, man. I just wanted to, I'm glad you brought me out to your podcast. It was only right I bring you out to mine in front of, Bars I-95 and the community.
I got to bring you back because we got Clue on now on Bag Fuel. That's fine. And we got Big Boss Yee
That's fire.
Angela Yee on Bag Fuel.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he knows. Again, he knows all of the niggas. Yes, y'all, from labels to A&Rs to they either in his pocket or he in their pocket. Just letting y'all know.
About in pocket, but I got
just letting y'all know.
with niggas.
So, I want to wrap this up and let you hit the highway. Appreciate you joining us today, man.
Of course, I appreciate y'all for listening.
Give him a round of applause for us, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Subscribe now.